Okay, welcome back. We're going to start with some breath work, just nice and easy. It's just a nice thing just to help us focus and relax and just forget what's going on in the world and just focus on ourselves. Nice simple breath pattern. It's a Pilates circular breath pattern. So we're going to inhale through the nose for the count of 6. We're going to hold the breath for the count of 6. So really think about expanding into the rib cage, breath into the side and back of the ribs. We want to start stretching those intercostal muscles in our ribs. Holding for the count of 6, and then as we exhale, we're going to exhale for the count of 6, just gently pulling the navel in. Nice, smooth breath. And we'll take 3 normal breaths in between. If you find that holding the breath for 6 and 6 is too much, then you can just let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. So we're going to lie down for this. It's a nice prone position. It's a great way to start the class. You start lying down, and we end the class lying down when we do Shavasana at the end. So when you're ready, just gently lying down. Just nice and comfortable. It's always the best part of the class, I think, just starting nice and easy. You want your arms just gently down by the side, just legs nice and relaxed. Think about a nice neutral spine as we just lengthen up through the crown of the head. We're going to try and do this breath work just 5 times. So when you're ready, we're just going to inhale through the nose for the count of 6. Fully expanding into the lungs. Hold the breath for the count of 6. And exhale through the mouth for the count of 6. Take 3 normal breaths. Eyes can be closed or open. And let's empty the lungs. And let's inhale through the nose for the count of 6. Hold for the count of 6. And exhale through the mouth for the count of 6. Take 3 normal breaths. Let's empty the lungs. Inhale for the count of 6. Expanding into the side and back of the ribs. Hold for the count of 6. And exhale for the count of 6. Three normal breaths. Let's empty the lungs. Inhale for the count of 6. Hold for the count of 6. And exhale for the count of 6. Three normal breaths. Let's repeat the cycle one last time. Let's empty the lungs. Inhale through the nose for the count of 6. Hold for the count of 6. And control the exhalation for the count of 6. And let your breath return to its natural rhythm. And you can check in with how your body's feeling. And you can set an intention to stay focused, to do your best to honor your body, and most importantly, to have some fun. So when you're ready, you've done your breath work. Hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed. Just bring the knees into the chest. It's going to gently roll to the side, and then just help yourselves up to sitting. So now we're just going to do some very simple spinal flexion. Just flexing forward. So you want to sit in a cross-leg position. Either one leg stacked into another, or legs can be more crossed. If you're very tight through the internal hips, you can sit on a block. I didn't mention this, but if you have a little foam block, and what that's going to do is going to help to just kind of level off the pelvis a little bit, so you're not creating too much tension through the lower back. So again, you can sit on a foam block or something else, a cushion or something, just to make sure you have more of a nice neutral spine. Push that off to the side. And just sitting up nice and tall, all we're going to do is just round forward. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. Legs crossed, or if you're really tight, you can just have the feet out in front, knees bent. All we're going to do is just gently round forward. So we're just creating a little bit of length through the back. So just sitting up nice and tall, we just take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're just rounding forward. Let the crown of the head be heavy, just feeling a nice gentle stretch through the lower mid and upper back. Arms are just gently reaching forward. You can reach out through the fingertips. Shoulder blades can lift up towards the ears just a little bit, just creating some length, stretching out through those lats down our back. So we just take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Just a nice gentle stretch. Let's take 5 more deep breaths. Inhale to the back. Exhale, gently pulling the navel in, so we're just creating space so we can just lengthen forward. And just one more time, deep breath in. And exhale, lengthen. And moving into a bit of a side bend, all we're going to do is just gently walk your hands over towards the right side. I'll warn you now, I constantly get my left and right mixed up, so just go in whatever direction you're moving with, and then just go to the other side. We always do both sides, of course. So arms just gently over to the right side. We're just gently opening up through the left side of the spine, waist, and rib cage. We're just gently pushing into that right hand, just to keep that hip down, wants to lift, so we just gently want to keep that hip down, and just gently encouraging the side bend. Another 5 more deep breaths. Again, as you're inhaling to the left side of the ribs. Think of a fan, and we're opening up through the ribs on that side. And exhale, just gently press. We're just starting to move just through a little bit of range of motion for the spine. Just seeing how things are this evening, any areas of tightness, just something that we can kind of work through. And then we're just gently moving back through the middle, and then over to the left side. So this time we're opening up through the right side of the spine, waist and ribcage. I have to accentuate that because I'm going to get my left and right mixed up. Again, deep breath into that right side as you exhale. Just gently pressing the hands, just encouraging that side bend. Trying to keep that hip down. It's just nice and gentle, don't force it. Deep breath in. And exhale. And then just gently walk your hands back to the middle. And then just lengthen out a little further. Deep breath in, exhale, reach. And one more time, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're gently pulling your navel in, scoop, and we're just gently rolling out vertebra by vertebra, just so we can sit up nice and tall. with a nice neutral spine. So that was some breath work, spine, and now we're going to move into a little bit of work for the hips. Just a nice gentle stretch again. So for this one we're using a strap. It doesn't have to be a strap, it can be a belt, it can be a rope, just something to kind of hook around the foot. We're going to be lying down, hook around the foot, so we can just kind of encourage that hamstring and glute stretch. So lying down, feet bent, legs bent to start, not feet bent, legs bent to start. Just lying down, we're going to hook the strap around the ball of the right foot. I'm just going to hold the strap with the hands, either with one hand or both hands, as close to that foot as we can. If you can reach the big toe, you can hook the fingers around the big toe. So just holding on to the strap, you want to think about lifting up through the heel, back of the knee is open, sink that hip down. Left leg, again depending on your flexibility or tightness through your muscles, you can either keep the left leg bent or you can straighten that left leg out. What that's going to do is just to help level off the pelvis a little bit so it's more neutral spine. Of course, that's also going to deepen the stretch a little bit on this right side. So just holding onto the strap, elbows out to the side, shoulders gently pulling down. All you're going to do is just gently pull that leg towards you. And we're going to take 8 deep breaths. Deep breath into the ribs. As you exhale, gently pulling the navel in. And we want to relaxing the glute and hamstring on that right side. Four more deep breaths. If you find your glute and hamstring start to shake and your legs start to quiver, which is quite okay, just ease off the stretch a little bit. We don't want to have the muscles contracting in that way. That's not encouraging the stretch, that's going to make it worse. Just 2 more deep breaths. And moving into an inner thigh stretch, just creating some length along the adductors, line of the inner thigh. We're going to hold the strap with that right hand, again, as close to the foot as we can. It's going to gently release the leg out to that right side. We want to reach out through the heel. And we want to try and keep standing into that left foot. So we don't want the hip just to kind of roll up as that leg goes out to the side. Just keeping some effort in that leg and body just to kind of keep things anchored down on this side. And just lower the leg out to the side, reaching out the heel. If you can, gently pulling that leg towards you. Your left arm can just float out to the side. So there is a standing variation of this where you're standing on that leg and everything reached, nice balancing exercise. But this one's just a nice reclining exercise that we're just going to release into. And 8 deep breaths. And then gently we're going to lift the leg back up. Then we're going to move into a twist. We're going to take the left hand, grabbing the strap, that opposite hand, and gently, watch the strap so it doesn't get in the way. We're just going to gently pull the leg across the body, get a bit of a stretch on the outside of that hip. Now, the spine and hip want to collapse in towards you as that leg crosses over. So you want to think about pushing that top hip away. We want to stack the hips, realigning the spine on the pelvis. So you're aiming to have equal length on either side of the waist. You also want to think about lifting through the underside of the waist a little bit, and maybe a bit of an air gap. And then your right arm can just kind of float out to the side. Again, you want to have everything reach. Think about wringing out the waist. If your neck is okay, gaze can be gently towards the right side. Again, 8 more deep breaths. And then just gently bring the leg back up. And we have two sides, so we're going to change sides. Left foot into the strap, lower the right leg down. Holding onto the strap with both hands, elbows out to the side, shoulders down, lifting up to the heel, back of the knees open, hips sinking down. And then right leg can be bent, or you can reach through the heel. Gently pulling that leg towards you. Let's take 8 deep breaths. With each exhalation, we want to try and relax the glutes and hamstring on that left side. Again, if you pull too much and you find it starts to shake, then just release a little bit. Again, no tension in your neck and shoulders, just arms are just gently pulling. And then moving into the inner thigh stretch, we're going to grab the strap with the same hand as leg. Move the straps out of the way. Just gently releasing the leg out to the side. You want to reach out through the heel. Just creating a little bit of length through the line of the inner thigh, through the adductors, standing into that right foot as we lengthen up to the crown of the head, just to keep things stable so we're not letting that hip lift up too much. And for counterbalance, right arm can be reaching out to the side. So again, everything reach. If you can, a little bit of pull of that leg towards you. Another 8 more deep breaths. So try not to create tension anywhere, just observe how things feel, make any adjustments. Try and relax, even though we're sort of actively reaching, we're not holding any tension anywhere, or trying not to. And then gently bringing that leg back up. And we're going to finish off with a twist. So grabbing the strap with that other hand, gently pulling the leg across the body. Take a moment to enjoy the stretch on the outside of the hip as the leg just falls across. And then, of course, the hip wants to collapse in towards us, so to help realign the spine, which is better for the twist, think about pushing that top hip away. Equal length on either side of the waist. Lifting through the other side of the waist, and then reaching out with that left arm. So you really want to think about lifting through the heart, through the sternum, a little bit of upper back extension. As you reach that arm, a little bit of external rotation through the shoulder. So you open up through the front of the chest and the collarbones. Gaze can be gently towards that left side if your neck is okay. Again, wring the waist out as everything reaches. Oh, enjoying the twist. I do love twists. Oh, feels so good. 8 more deep breaths. And then gently bring the leg back up. Unhook the strap, lower to the side. Bring the knees into the chest. Just give yourself a little bit of a hug, creating some traction through the lower back. And if you like, you can just gently rock side to side. Just releasing tension through the lower back. Just long, slow, natural breaths. Just checking in with your body. And then when you're ready, just gently roll to the side. Pop yourself up to sitting. And there we are. Hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit less stressed. So we'll move on. We'll do some more mat work. So I think the way I'll chunk these classes together is that there'll be sort of 15-minute segments. And you can kind of mix and match as and when I kind of add to it. you can kind of say, well, I just do this part today and I'll add some of that, so we'll see how it goes. So anyway, we'll look forward to the next class. I'm going to post these ones for now, and then I'll probably post another one tomorrow, and we'll start doing something else a little bit different. Alright, be safe, have fun, moose on everybody, and we'll see you soon.